Okay, so as I was saying, last class we treated on Introduction to Excel and its interface, the uses of Excel, its importance, understanding Excel's interface, creating and saving workbooks, how we can, just contrast, save, choose our location. Then we did basic navigation and selection. We did data entry and editing, even though it was just a little of data entry. We didn't enter much data like that, but safe to tell you that the same way we entered those data is the same way you see these big data are entered too. So we did data entry and editing, and we did formatting in the sense of font, alignments, numbers. Okay, so I think we went through the tabs. We went through file tab, went through home tab, insert, and I can't really remember, but we did a bit. Yeah, and we were asked to, get familiar with those tabs and what they do, because in later times we'll be using them. So getting used to what each one does now is actually for our own good, because in later times, when we are about to use it, we'll not just be getting to know what they do, but we would have an understanding of what it does. Okay, so after that we did a bit of basic calculation. I think that was where we stopped before the class went. So we'll continue from this day. And today we'll be doing oh my god. Basic arithmetic operations, implementation and introduction of Excel functions, filling cells, references.
Please, I think Faith is back and she's breaking the sound. Maybe she should be muted.
Okay. Oh, she is. All right. Thank you so much, Faith. So continue from where I stopped. Today we'll be doing creating templates. Sorry, that will be the last thing we trace: creating templates and phrasing. So while I go ahead to share my screen, let's just hold on a bit. Yeah. All right, please, can we all see my screen? Am I sharing my screen? Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
So yeah, I said today we'll be doing. Oh, Miss Sarah, you're welcome. So today we'll be doing formulas and functions majorly. We already treated module 1, and the recording is on our YouTube channel already. So today we'll be doing module 2, which is formulas and functions. I think we stopped last week at basic calculation. We used sum, we used plus. So today we'll continue from there. Basic arithmetic operation, the same way we do our 2 plus 2. Okay, let me just open it now. The same way we do our 2 plus 2 in our normal mathematics is the same way Excel does it, but Excel has a more advanced way to do it. Oh, sorry. Excel has a more advanced way doing it. So that is what we are treating. So yeah, let's dive into it because we've cooked. Okay, now, so last week we did something. We add these figures and we did 3 different approaches to solving this addition. Yeah, this is one. We'll talk about this today. This is referencing. We'll talk about it today. Then this is another one. This one is a function. That's sum. Then we'll talk about this one. This one will just enter the figure manually. So let's explain this. Please, like I said last class, if we how do I put it now? If we are not understanding, you can easily call my attention to it. If we are on something and you're not understanding, before we move to the next, just call our attention to it. And even if we cannot find solution to it, we would ask the higher ups you get. So if I am not clear, or if I am not explaining something very well, easily call my attention to it and try go back and explain to the best of our understanding. Thank you very much. So yeah, where we stopped, we said basic calculations. In mathematics, we do maybe 10 plus 5 give us 15. And we might have let's say we have 20 numbers we want to add together and we are using pen and paper. We'll just start writing them one by one after the other. And there's a possibility of mistaking one number for the other. There's a possibility of mistaking one number for the other. So that is an advantage of Excel, because when we use Excel for calculations like that, there is very low possibility of making mistakes if our data are entered correctly. If our data are entered correctly, there is very slim possibility of making mistakes. So yeah, this was doing this. This is the normal way we know for calculations. Let's say we had, let me say 20 again. Sorry, 20. We have 52. We have 18, like that. Normal mathematics, you write out the numbers one by one, you write plus. Sorry, I don't know if I talked about this place I'm on. This is where we see our formula or anything written inside the particular cell we have. This is where we see it. So I can be here and I can be here. It is the same thing. Anything I write here, it reflects on this place. So it is the same thing. So now, yeah, back to what we're saying. This now, that's the traditional way of calculating. I will just, write them one by one. My plus, we have 53, we have 18. Then, oh, sorry, what am I doing? 53, 18. And we enter, we have our answer. But you see, this one is giving me something error. The formula will meet adjacent cells, meaning the formula now has been altered. It cannot add everything. So, and we are seeing that the answers are different. Let's do this first. See this? Okay, we did naming last week. And we said this particular cell, this one with 2 is cell A12. The next one is cell A13 because A is the column. This is just like a revision. A is the column and 13 is the row. 13 is 0. Also, if we look at our cell name box, we can also look at our name box. It gives us the location of the particular cell we are on. And we said a cell is a combination of rows and columns. For easy identification, rows is from our left to right, and columns is from up to down. Columns are alphabetical, rows are numerical. So that's that on that. So now, we use the naming for this one. Okay, I think we just highlighted. Let me do it again. So for this now, would select from here. Okay, no, that was not what we did. We clicked here. If you want to start a formula or function on Excel, you cannot just go there and write 2 plus 5 plus whatever. It will bring it out as those numbers. But if you want it as a formula, as a function or as a formula, it has to start with equal to. Whenever Excel sees equal to, starting an information or starting a record in a cell, it already terms it as, okay, this you want to perform a particular function, you want to carry out whatever information is written there, not like you want to see those texts. Let's say now I want to see 2. Instead of 2, sorry, let me leave this place. Instead of 2, I want to see plus 2. I will just write plus 2. I would not write equal to. Oh, sorry. Let me erase this. Sorry, a minute, guys. Let me say I want to see plus 2 here. Okay. Plus is also let me just say minus instead. You see, I have my minus 2. But if I should write equal to minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 Excel will calculate it as a function for me. It will take it like I want to do something. But then if I have -2 -1 without the equal to, my output will still be -2 -1. Let's check it out. Oh, sorry. Okay. On a normal ground, it should not work. But hold on. Did I put equal to? It should not work, but sorry, what's that? Okay, imagine we are working with complex data and I want to input something like minus something minus something. It would not give me a result. Okay, this is what I did. That's what we did here, like this -2 now. It is not giving us, it is not calculating anything, it is not giving any value. And when I have equal to, Excel already knows it is a function. I'm trying to perform something. So that's that on that. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, now, so this one was the traditional way of, calculating. And for this one now, okay, let me delete this. So now this one, we used the cell name. We use the name box. So this one now, we know our cell is cells A13. I selected it. I would enter my plus again. I selected my A14, my plus, selected the next number, entered my plus, selected the next, entered my plus, selected the next, entered my plus. Okay, no, that's one. Then I press enter. Why is it giving me 103? Let me see. And this one is giving me 105. Did I make a mistake? 25. Okay, there's no 2. Oh, I deleted 2, sorry. You see, it's giving me the same answer, but it is different. Like we say, one way does not enter the market. You get. We want to get the same answer, but then we can use different formula, different approach. So now this is the traditional way, and this is an advanced method, but we have a more advanced method we can use. So that is equal to sum, a function in Excel used for addition, used for addition, just like, sum this and this, sum this and that. But this one now, instead of, you see, let me not come here first. Imagine this one. Imagine I have like 1,000 rows I want to add. Why would I be entering it one by one? Even there's a possibility of making mistakes. Entering these figures one by one. So that is why we have Excel function. So thank God for Excel. We can use our sum and just come to where we have our data and, highlight all the things we need, highlight all the informations we need. Then we'll close our brackets and press enter. We have our answer. The same way we use sum, it is like the same way we added just this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells. Is the same way we can use to add. Sorry. It's the same way we can use to add. No matter the amount of rows we have, the same way we've used this sum is the same way we use. So guys, do we understand so far? Any question before we move on?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Where did we get all this 5, 7, 23 thing? I don't know where we.
They are just random figures. We're using it to explain plus addition.
Okay.
We're using it to explain addition. It's not from anywhere. It's just random.
Okay. Thank you.
It's fine. Any other person? Okay, if there is no other person, I think we'll just have to move on to the next thing. So the same way we use plus, the same way we use minus, the same way we use plus is the same way we use minus. It's the same way we use asterisk, is the same way we use divide. Like, I think we all are familiar with plus, minus, asterisk, division. So now let's go to sum average min max. This one we would be using a more populated data set. So I don't know. Let me see. I have this, but I want us to use this for a different thing. This one will be for freezing. This is about, let me see. This data set, it has 300,000 rows. Yeah, so we'll be using this one for a more complex one. This one has 300,000 rows, and I think, let me see, 20 up to like 24. Okay, just 25 columns and 300,000 rows. So we'll be using this one for a more complex one. Let me look for one. So one we can use for arithmetic. Oh, very good. I'm trying to. Okay. Sales data. Let me see this. Okay, so yeah, so we can use this. Let's see. This one has just 2,824 rows and how many columns? Oh, 25 also. All right, so yeah, where are we? So we are on introduction and implementation of Excel function. We've talked about sum. Now we want to do for average, min, max, product. Average, like we know, the normal, you see these functions are the same way we use them in mathematics, just that a bit of this one is more advanced. That this one deals with a large amount of data, unlike what we're used to. So now let's look for average. Average, when we say average of a number, the same what it means normally. The whole number summed together divided by the number of occurrence. That's the average. Now, let's use this particular cell, this particular column B. We have quantity ordered. That is, this is its sales data set. This is its sales data sample. So this means that for this particular order number 10107, it has 30 items, 30 quantity order, 30 items. For the next one, it has 34. For the next one, 41, like that. Now, oh my God. Please, in case the class cuts off, let's do well to try rejoining using the same link. Okay, thank you. Please, if the class goes off, let's do very well to rejoin using the same link. Thank you so much. So now, I have 2,000, over 200, over 2,000 rows. That is over 2,000 unique items, unique order, sorry. So I want to calculate the total number of quantities of items that was ordered. What do I do? This is not average yet. I want to calculate the total number of quantity ordered. What do I do? Can someone help us, please? So I will know that I've not been talking to myself. We'll see how long to go.
Yeah, to calculate the total sum, it's either you use the sum option or you use the plus, then you write the whole column.
Oh, yeah, very well. Thank you so much, sir. So I think for me, I would actually go with the sum, because when I can use an airplane, why would I bother myself using, when I can use airplane to get to a destination, why would I bother myself using bicycle or tricycle? No. So I would just go to, let me say I would go to the last row, sorry, go down, then I would just say equal to sum tab, then I go up. Okay, let me come here so that I can easily, oh wait, so that I can easily go to where I want to start from. A minute. Oh, okay, let me not use it. Since I'm sharing screen. I can just say equal to sum. If you look at it, that's the quantity of order we want to use is on column 2. That's B. So that is why I know I am working with B. So I know my column is B, and I know I am starting from row number 2. Or instead of this self, if I am here, I can easily drag it down. I said if I am on this place and inside this cell, it is the same thing, because whatever I'm writing inside this cell is also reflecting in this place. So I have selected that. I will just come down here to the place that I want to use the information, click on it, then easily, since we have over 1,000 this thing, I can just use my Control Shift downward key to highlight everything. Control Shift downward key, because I want to go to the last, from where I am, I want to highlight from where I am to the last information on that. Right, I will click on Control Shift downward key. Now it is telling me I am starting from B2 to B2824. So if I close my bracket and I press enter, it will give me the answer, and my answer is, here's my answer. Okay, my answer is 99,067 items. Now this is for some of quantity. Yeah, let's put that. Okay. So my sum of quantity is 9,900 and whatever. So now I want to do my average. I would do the same thing, the same way I said. It all works like that, just that the functions will change. Instead of sum now, since I want to work with average, I will just do average. Use my tab. You see, it's already showing me, okay, from what number is your first number, what number is the second number. So when I want to enter it manually, I'll be writing B2, B3, B4, B5, B6 till I get to 2,820 something, which is not very nice. Instead, I can come, highlight what I want, click on where I want to start from, Control Shift downwards, select everything, close my brackets and enter. Then I have my answer. So my answer is 35 point blah 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 blah. So this now, to round it up, this is now this is formatting. To round it up, I can just come to my home tab where I have my number section. I can reduce my decimal places to, maybe let's just leave it at let's round it up to a whole number. Or instead, let me undo. Okay, instead I can just come here, select, I think this is okay, I can just select number, then I round it up to no decimal figure. And for this one now, okay, now, yeah, this is another kind of formatting. I have my quantity ordered. Okay, I will do that one for price. I wanted to do this, what's it called? I wanted to do a currency formatting for that one. So now for the sum, I can use my 1,000 separator because it is in 1,000 and it is not showing me. How do I read it easily? If I have selected my cell, I can come here and just, this is my 1,000 separator. Then I reduce it because it is not an amount, it is number. So yeah, that is for sum and that is for average. Now I want to do minimum, the smallest item on the data, the smallest item in that particular column. Same way I use my sum, same way I use my average, equal to min, open my brackets, go to where I need my information, Control Shift downwards, close my brackets, enter. I have my answer. So the minimum now is telling me the least quantity of item for each order ID now, or order number, whatever was used there, is 6. Then if I want to look for the max, the same way, equal to max, open my brackets, go to where I need my information, sorry. Oh my, sorry. Just a mistake. Go to where I need my information, click, then I close my brackets. So this is telling me that, okay, the maximum number for each item, sorry, the highest item there is 97. I mean, the highest order or the highest quantity of a particular order ID or order number is 97, and the list is 6. So for the whole 2000 plus rows that I have, everything is giving me 99,067. That is, I sold 99,067 pieces of item. That is quantity. For the average, average of everything I sold is 35. The list for each sale is 6, and the maximum for each sales, the list of every of the sale recorded is 6, and the maximum of every of the sale recorded is 97. Please, let's rejoin using the same link, because this thing has just less than 1 minute to go. So where are we? We still have a long way to go. I think, is that understood before it's even cut off? Do we understand that? Any question, addition, subtraction? Please, I want to hear from us. Am I alone?
No, you are not. It's clear.
No, you are not.
All right, so no question. Okay, so now we'll be going to, okay, I think we didn't do for products. Let me see what we can use in products if there's a price column. Yeah, we'll do formatting for sales. I see this, we'll do formatting for sales. Yeah, and this price each, sorry. I'm just wasting time because this thing is off. So please, let's rejoin. Thank you so much.